Hi, welcome to today's deep dive lessons from Good to Great book, Introduction to Good to Great. This is a story about companies that were good and then made a big change. They went from being just okay companies to being great companies. The main question here is what makes a good company become a great company. It is not about luck or a special industry, it is about choices and discipline. It is about the people, the thinking, and the actions that companies take. This deep dive will help you learn those lessons in a simple way. It will show you how ordinary companies made the jump and kept growing for many years. The right leaders first. The first key to turning a good company into a great company is having the right leaders. Great companies start with a special kind of leader. These leaders are not the kind who talk a lot about themselves or their egos. Instead, they care more about their company's future. They put the future of the company first. They are ambitious, but their ambition is not for their own success. It is for the success of their organizations. This kind of leader is called a Level 5 leader. A Level 5 leader is a person who is tough and decisive when making choices. But at the same time, this person is not proud or boastful. They let their team members take credit for success. First who, then what. Once the right leader is in place, the next key is choosing the right people first and then figuring out the direction afterwards. The great companies made sure their seats were filled with the best people. They removed people who were not a perfect match. It wasn't about cutting everyone. It was about making sure the team was made up of people who were motivated and ready to grow. The leaders made sure everyone was in the seats where their talents were put to best use. After this, it was much easier to decide what direction the company should move in. Confront the brutal facts. Another key to growing from good to great is facing reality honestly. The hedgehog concept. The great companies all followed a simple concept. They kept their businesses as simple as a hedgehog's ability to roll up into a ball when danger comes. This means they chose to do what they were best at, what made their companies money, and what they cared about deeply. It wasn't about trying to do everything or please everyone. It was about choosing their path carefully and then staying with it. This hedgehog concept has 3 circles. First, what you can be the best in the world at. Second, what you care most about. Third, what drives your profits. Where these 3 overlap is your hedgehog concept. Culture of discipline. Once companies find their hedgehog concept, discipline becomes key. Culture of discipline means having people who are motivated and responsible. It means that everyone knows what their roles are and sticks to them. This discipline lets companies move forward without a need for heavy control. There are no bosses constantly checking every move. The people already know what to do because the goals are clear and the culture supports discipline. The companies made sure discipline was a part of their culture by choosing people who were self-motivated and responsible from the start. They avoided adding people who needed a lot of supervision. Technology as accelerator technology by itself did not make companies great. It was a tool. The companies that jumped from good to great were careful in choosing technology. They used technology to help their hedgehog concept. This means they first decided what their goals were and then chose technology that supported those goals. They avoided chasing technology just to keep up with trends. Instead, technology acted as a powerful tool to accelerate their progress. It made their operations faster, cheaper, and more efficient, but it was never the main cause of their success. Flywheel and doom loop. Turning a good company into a great one was a slow process. There was no dramatic moment of change. It was a collection of small, consistent actions. Picture a huge flywheel. At first, it's hard to move it, but with each small push, it starts to move faster. After many pushes, it has momentum. Eventually, it moves forward almost by itself. This is the flywheel. Success came from discipline, patience, and persistence. There were no shortcuts. There were no dramatic campaigns. There were just small, careful choices made over time. Some companies fell into the doom loop instead. They tried dramatic moves and big promises. They kept changing direction. They tried shortcuts. But this only made their progress weak and messy. Instead of adding momentum, their actions kept slowing their wheels. Good companies become great by following a clear path. First, they find the right people and put them in the right seats. Then, they face the facts honestly and without blame. They find their hedgehog concept, the simple intersection of their passions, their ability to be the best, and their profits. They discipline their people and their actions. They use technology carefully to help their goals. not to chase trends. And through small, careful decisions made over time, momentum grows and companies become great. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.